Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Zebu Nation Plays the FM Scout Academy Challenge with FC Dallas. And here we are in the MLS playoffs, Season 6, Western Conference semifinals, second leg, all of that stuff versus Minnesota United FC. And we're up 2-0. We had an excellent first game. We dominated pretty well, and there wasn't much Minnesota could do about it. We controlled the ball, scored some early goals. Well, maybe not early, but we scored right at the end of the first half, and that really cemented it for us and let us cruise on to the second half, where we got a second goal, and really Minnesota never threatened. So hopefully we can keep that up for our next match against them. Let's go right into the match preview here. Minnesota versus FC Dallas. Let's get a move on. Team selection wise, we don't have much happening here. Now we could take out Acosta and bring in Cole, but I don't know that we necessarily need to do that. Acosta got injured for a couple of days, but he seems to be all right. He's at 95% fitness. I mean, the one thing we could do here is we could bring in Cole for Mendez on the bench. And, the question is, do you want to mess up a good thing, right? I mean, we dominated them, so do we really want to make a lineup change? I don't think we really do. At least, I don't. I don't know about you. But you don't really have much say in this, so we're going on. Going to submit this team, and, if things go wrong, we do have Cole there who can play right or left back, so it's fine. No problemos. If we need to switch people around, that's fine. That's fine. Acosta is very versatile. He can play several places. Here we go. Tunnel interview from the National Sports Center. American Soccer Free Press. Evan Hewitt, experienced with great respect. His question is, you've left Stuart Cole out. Is that due to his recent injury problems? No, not necessarily. I could have selected him had I wanted, but it's important to consider the bigger picture as well. Sure, that's vague enough. Why not? Continue. Looks like they're going with the same formation, so we shall do the same thing. Let's apply our advice. Now, we are at Minnesota this time, so they might be a little bit more aggressive. They didn't get any away goals, so that's very important. Means we just need to have a draw with them, and we win, so that's fine. Actually, I mean, if we lose 4-2, we still win. So, yeah. We are 3-1, or any of those sort of combinations of things. Let's see. Let's be calm about this. We're winning this tie, but it's still effectively only halftime. Make sure you don't get complacent. All right, everybody's okay except for Bracamontes, who's a little stressed. That's fine. Instructions, control. We'll keep things the way we had them. Might as well. I mean, it worked so well. And they didn't really make any adjustments. So here's Minnesota. Looks like this is their new stadium. Yeah, it's not the little dinky stadium they play in when you first take control of Minnesota. Got a brand new stadium with a little bit of a roof on it. That's pretty good. It would be nice if Minnesota actually had an indoor stadium, but, what are you going to do? There's Escobedo getting a tackle right off. Good man. All right, so all we really want to do here is we just want to control the ball, chew up clock. We got to see if Minnesota is pressing us. That's really the only thing that can hurt us here. There's Duca on the corner. So they do get a highlight here. The ball goes wide. Was that a clearance attempt, or was that? Yeah, that was a clearance. So they're going to get another corner here. Minnesota was very good this season. If you watch the first leg, you saw, or you anyway heard my, don't get a penalty there. Good play, Johnson. You heard my initial evaluation of them. They were good offensively, good defensively. They had very high stats in the league. Okay, so they are definitely getting more highlights. It looks as though It's hard to tell because they're getting all set pieces. There's an easy-ish stop from Gonzalez. I feel like he made that a little more dramatic than he needed be. It seems like they're getting more set pieces here. Here we go. Here's a play for us. Thompson's going to just launch it into the box to Zimmerman. Heads it to Johnson. That's really one of our better plays right there. Is from the free kicks. If you can head it from one defender to the other. Our defenders are our tallest, biggest, best heading players, especially with Washington out. So here we are. It looks like they might be open to some counterattacking here. I don't know if I want to go full counterattacking, but maybe. It seems like they're pressing. It seems like they're pushing. Maybe their fullbacks up a little bit. There's Brecamontes trying to go over the top. Ulloa wins a header to Thompson. Let's see what he can do with it. Going to get it out wide to Escobedo. There he is. He sends it into Zamora. Interesting header wide. The goalkeeper didn't even bother to go for that. It was such a weak header. Anyway, all right, we're starting to gain control, gain momentum here. Thompson gets the rebound of his own free kick. Just left wide open all alone. Decides to send it back instead of sending it into the box. That's our problem with no target man in there. No Washington that we can just send the ball to. Here's Escobedo out wide. Sends it in. Nobody there. Gets it back. Bracamontes, is he going to take a shot? Nope. Alcantara, that's what we need. That's what we need right there. Get the ball to Alcantara. 18th goal of the season. Good man. Good man. There we go. Again, we take the... we guess we didn't take the early lead last time, but we took the lead last time. That's what's important. We get the lead here again. Diaz gets a fingertip on it, but his momentum was going the wrong direction. So, okay, they're probably going to turn up the pressure even more. Escobedo. Now, I don't know that I want to go counterattack. I mean, typically in these type of situations, I would go counterattack, but our control game is so good against them. I mean, they're just not a great pressuring team. There we go, into the box again. Again, we're missing our Washington. I could bring in our other target man, but I don't know. There's Acosta making a move around his defender. Centers it for Alcantara. Gets a nice shot off, but Diaz makes the stop this time. I don't know. I just feel like control is the way to go right now. Dominated 3 matches in a row now with it, and if you count the wild card match, we dominated that one. Here's Zamora trying to pick up the pieces here. Let's reset the offense, boys. Ulloa's getting double, triple covered here. Maybe they're pressing a little bit. They're going to be left open if we can just get organized here. Ulloa, that was a dangerous pass. We didn't need that. Being seriously overrun in the midfield. What? That's all they ever say in this diamond formation is because we technically only have 2 midfielders. But, doesn't matter. Here's Thompson with another free kick. Nobody's there. That was a disappointing free kick. Take a drink of tea here. Settle ourselves. Only 25 minutes gone, so it's a slow-moving half. I'd prefer that clock to be ticking instead of getting all these highlights. But I just don't think I want to make any changes just yet. Escobedo wins that, settles it down for the offense. There's some nice movement there. Alcantara, see if he gets it out wide to Acosta. Nope. This could be trouble. Duca running down the sideline. Our fullback's out of position. Ramirez. Dowell, nope. Not much of a scorer. That's the other thing, Minnesota. Their top 2 playmakers, goal scorers, are out. Or at least they were out of the first game. I don't know if Ramirez made it back for the second match or not. Didn't look like it. I guess I could have checked that. Here's Bracamontes with the shot. Ooh, goalkeeper gets a handle on that, but just barely. If that was a little bit harder of a shot, he might have scored there. Here's Ulloa. Ooh, Zimmerman went to get ahead on that, but just barely intercepted. Bracamontes sends it back in. Offside Zimmerman. Yeah, I thought something like that might happen. He's not really used to that. Usually, send him in on the set play, and then he gets back immediately, but not that time. There's Zamora with a nice play into Escobedo. He shoots it. I mean, that's not really his thing, scoring goals. He's got like 2 or 3 maybe this season, but he is on attack. Our fullbacks are still on attack mode. Header by Parker. Nobody out there really to recover it. Costa has to be the last man back. Escobedo sends it up to Ulloa. We got some guys breaking into the box, but Ulloa decides to shoot it himself. Would have been a nice time to pass that to one of our strikers, but what are you gonna do? 32 minutes gone. Get a corner kick here. Our corners are not really producing much, but as long as we're getting them, we're just controlling this match, man. Oh, here's Ulloa gonna take a shot. I mean, we're just dominating right now. Dominating possession, keeping the ball down at their end, keeping the pressure on them. This is what we need. Just need that clock to tick, tick, tick. Let's see, we're in a foot race here. Looks like Parker's going to get to it. He stumbles a little bit on that first touch and just boots it downfield. I don't know what their strategy is at the moment. They might be pressing too much. They might be just trying to blast the ball downfield, and that's not going to work against us unless they catch us in a real counterattack like now. Still, only one guy running downfield, so they're not really going to beat us that way. They need a full-blown attack. They need to send 2 or 3 guys down on the counterattack to catch us. Ooh, there's a probing attack there. Doesn't quite go anywhere. Van de Castile tries to win the ball. Oh, Zamora gets it after a bad touch. A lot of highlights, man. 39 minutes gone. Just like never-ending highlights. Cantara gets it out wide to Acosta. Is he going to make a move past his man? No, he's double covered. Gets it to Alcantara. Fires it wide. That was what it was, I suppose. Our ratings look okay. Nothing spectacular. 6.9s. A couple of 7.0 ratings, but for the most part, just average. See, as long as our fullbacks aren't getting beaten like that, that really causes pressure on our defense, but Johnson is there to clean it up. Sending it back in. Acosta. Nice defense there. That's how you need to play. And then Ulloa cleans up the mess. Again, just cavalcade of highlights here. That should be the end of the first half. There we are. This is where we ended the first game. 1-0 up and controlling the match. So let's continue on. This will be very happy. Keep things going. Blah, blah, blah. Let's start the second half. All right, so if they can't win possession of the ball from us, then they got no chance in this game. Now that was a terrible pass. They're just sending the ball downfield at every opportunity. There's not much that's going to happen. Zamora, nice play to Bracamontes. Is he going to take it on himself? He does. Not really the greatest shooter in the world. He does have 15 finishing, so you'd think he'd be a little better, but he is a young player. I don't think he's got a good boot in terms of power. He's got to train up his power a little bit. Zimmerman, I would prefer you getting back, my man. Alright, so this will give us a chance to set up for another set play here. Here's Thompson with a free kick. There's Zimmerman. No, just heads it over. I like it when he heads it across the goal, tries to get it to Johnson on the other side. But, I mean, you got to try to score every once in a while. So it looks like they are pressuring a little bit, but not really very effectively. There's Alcantara beats the defense. Nice stop by the goalkeeper. 54 minutes gone. We are still in control. These Minnesota fans have got to be nervous. They need 3 goals, 4 goals. Try to put in more crosses. Nah, I think we're doing all right. Oops, Bracamontes gets it stolen. They got a counterattack here. I mean, Minnesota, they have got to go on the offensive soon, or they're just going to lay down and die. 60-minute mark, we're doing okay. No yellow cards. Nobody's real tired. Minnesota hasn't had any sort of effective offense. This could be their first real highlight of the game. They're starting to control the ball a little bit. Sends it in. There's Ramirez. This isn't good. There's offsides, though. So Ramirez is in the game. I don't know if they subbed him in or if he's been in this whole time. Let's see. We got Acosta's a little tired. Van de Castile's a little tired. Acosta's playing well, though. Both those guys are easily substituted for. All right. All right, so I'm going to try something. I'm going to go counterattack now. Go route 1, send it up. You know, they seem to be getting a little bit more highlights. They might be getting some more pressure on us, so we're just gonna practice booting the ball downfield. 80 minutes down. See, that really made the clock go. That just shaved 20 minutes off the clock. There's Vincent Zimmerman heads it out of there. Villania tries it, but no, Zimmerman's there again, but Walsh cleans it up for him in front of goal. So that gets them their 1 goal, but they're still 2 down. So this was kind of a fluky goal. Villafania, Zimmerman tries to clear it, doesn't quite clear it out, and Walsh is there sort of unmarked, I guess. All right, so let's make a couple of changes. Let's bring in Guevara for Van de Castile. And I guess we'll bring in Cole for Acosta, even though he's playing well. You know, he is tired. And we can, you know, move these guys to defensive fullback, I guess, at this point. Confirm that. No need to get caught out of position when they need to score 2 goals. Here's Ramirez on the free kick. No good. See if they can get past Escobedo. Just sort of lofts it in, and Gonzalez gathers it. They've done a much better job this season of not allowing... Ooh, Gonzalez, what was that? Of not allowing those fluky goals to go in, you know. Just send in a ball from the fullback position and watch it go in the side of the net. I've seen 1 or 2 in FM17, but nowhere near the way it was in FM16. 1 minute of overtime here, extra time. There's Ulloa sending it up, no good. But all we got to do now is just hold them. They have to score 2 goals, and they cannot. There's full time. All right. We win on aggregate goals. 3-1. Very nice victory. Well done. Good job. Cheerio. Carry on. All of that business. Ramirez did not play very well for them at all. 6.5 rating. No goals, no assists. Only 1 chance. Escobedo, 6.9 rating. That's fine. Man of the match was Acuna. 2 tackles, 20 interceptions, 13 headers, 7.4 rating. I guess that's okay. We can take a look at the stats here. How did we fare? Okay, I guess look at Zimmerman with a nice 7.3 rating. Good man there. Alcantara with the goal. Bracamontes with the assist. So, I don't know. It was good enough to win. What can you say? All right, let's leave the match. Team USA has a friendly coming up versus Ecuador. I cheesed it a little bit, and I didn't choose any of my players. I don't know if they're going to get mad at me or not. But it's MLS playoff times, and these are just friendlies, and, you know, I'm in control of things, so might as well use that to my advantage a little bit. FC Dallas to play Sporting Kansas City. Wow, look at that. Let's take a look at the competitions here. Major League Soccer. Let's see. What am I looking for here? There we go. Eastern Conference. We don't care about Eastern Conference. We're looking at Western Conference. So Houston, after a banner season, they scored 72 points in the regular season, 22 wins, only 6 defeats. And they go out in the Western Conference semifinals to Sporting Kansas City 5-3. Look out. That is so disheartening for a team when you have that good of a regular season and then you get bounced out basically in their first round because they didn't have to play a wild card round. So that's good news for us. That's one team out of there that we had a lot of trouble beating was Houston. I thought we matched up very well against Minnesota. I don't know how we match up against Sporting Kansas City this year. Last year, obviously, we did not match up well with them at all, at least with those two players that scored all their goals against us. So anyway, that's going to be the matchup tomorrow, I guess. Next week, whenever we get to it. No, it'll be tomorrow. You'll see it tomorrow. Whenever this day is, the next day will be that series. Sporting Kansas City versus FC Dallas in the Western Conference Finals. Moving on closer to that MLS Cup. That's one of the goals of this series. Win the MLS Cup with a academy-built team. And yeah, hopefully we can do that this season. And then next season we can win the Champions League. So there you go. Those are the goals for this season and for this series. So until then, see ya later. Bye.